I said I was going to do a coin review today. However, I have decided to make a video on another subject. Today, we're going to be talking about profit taking. Right now, the biggest mistake people are making in crypto isn't missing out on the running and popular coins. Let's be honest, we can and will do this again, and it's very easy to do. So that's not going to be a problem. The biggest mistake people make in crypto is not taking their profit. So many people didn't take their cut at the halving top. Now imagine if that was the actual top of the bull run. Imagine that was it, and now we had to wait another 2 years for another round of bullish life in the market. That wouldn't be good, would it? So today we're going to be focusing on the absolute number one most important thing in crypto, which is taking your winnings. Because without this, what even is the point in investing in crypto? Firstly, I'm sick of these people, especially some of these crypto YouTubers who have these, real flashy 1000x thumbnails and who use these retention holding techniques to try and keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time to really, in the end, not have you really learn about anything on the entire the entire time watching the video. Let's be real right now. The only coins that are going to 100x from here are memes and utility shit coins. Which, if you want to get my shitcoin calls and all of my meme calls and all my utility calls, make sure you join my Discord and turn those notifications on because there'll be a lot of calls coming in the next leg up. We had some major success on the last leg, all right? Some absolutely major success, and I'm looking to continue this moving forward and really getting some enormous compounds on investments. So I'm not really going to bother with these flashy thumbnails anymore and trying to hold your attention to the end. I was never really good at it, so I never really wanted to do it, but I'm just saying it now. I'm just going to be going off information and knowledge now. So sorry if my videos are a little bit dry from now on. However, I really couldn't care about the views, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about my strategy in these videos from now on and on my channel from now on. So not having 10,000 people knowing about this strategy is probably going to be a good thing. So yeah, take what you can because this strategy is very profitable, all right? And just use it to your advantage. So we're going to go into that and how I'm going to be taking my profit this cycle right here, right now. So let's get right into the video, guys. I hope you're all keeping well. It's a bit of a funny market at the moment, a very funny market at the moment. So let's get into it. Taking profits is one of the simplest things to do in crypto. All you have to really do is click sell. That is all you have to do. Literally the only thing you have to do is click sell. Yet 90% of cryptocurrency investors will never do this and will never take their cut and will never take that money when their portfolio is in their prime. One thing that people don't do correctly in crypto is identify opportunity. By exposing yourself to more opportunities, you'll have access to more potential capital to take profit from at the end of the bull run or the end of your crypto stay. Now, I'm not saying go and buy every coin that you can and wait for 100x. Actually, I'm saying quite the opposite. What you need to do is find the 5x, the 10x, the 15x, maybe the 20x plays and roll these over after a non-greedy gain for profit. You see, the easiest way to make 100x in crypto and the way I literally make 100x gains is by compounding my investments. You see, typically, the crypto market will be bullish for around 2 years out of a 4-year cycle, and out of these 2 years, we generally only get 6 to 8 months to get our work done. This means we have a very short window to move money, make games, farm airdrops. We don't get long to do this. This means we have a very, very short window and a very short opening until we actually have to get out of the market before the buy switches. We saw the buy switch very, very quick at the halving. We got to get out before these periods of indecision and these corrections, and God forbid the end of the bull run. We want to be out before then. So like I said, the first major thing is give yourself more money to take profit from. Don't be that lazy motherfucker in the bull run that didn't even give it a go. All right, let's just say that. So now, let me ask you this. After a 5-month altcoin season, what is even the point of being in the market? I mean, the bullish sentiment never lasts forever. We all know this. The thing is, institutions are not in this for the long game. Institutions in crypto and in the crypto market know how we think. And I'm not talking about ETF holders, all right? I'm talking about the people, the smart money, the large holders who actually run the price. The market makers. This is who I'm talking about. They know we play long term. They know we're going to be holding through this shit until we have our 30, 40, 50, 100x gains. So what do? They take their 25% profit gain on their $1 billion entry and wait for a shift in bias, or they can simply just reverse the price from there because they've got so much money. You see, the institutions are in and out players. We are not in and out players. We're long-term players. That is not a big mistake, all right? You can't lose if you're long-term. but you're going to miss out on a fuckload of money if you do not play, if you don't play the shorter term game and take your winnings before a market buy shifts, all right? You see, these institutions, they need to make money for other people, for their clients, so they can't be sitting in these losing positions. They can't be sitting in a trade that is going nothing but down. They'll just cut it, all right? This is why so many people get wrecked in crypto. It's not because they have trouble making 500 grand in 3 months. It's because they hold on too long and give their share back to the market when profit taking is really occurring. You see, crypto is really a media and bias-driven game. So when the media is pro-crypto, everyone's buying it. However, right now, the economy is on edge. We have quite a bit of fear around the globe, from recession scares to war scares to rising consumer inflation and crashing markets. Just don't forget, these institutions have to sell into a high volume and high price market when there's a lot of liquidity. When everyone is getting into the market and the price is mega bullish and running, take your cut. All right, be like the institution. The first thing to taking profit in crypto is to take profit in euphoria, because poor people are greedy people. I'm going to say that right now. Poor people think that rich people are greedy, but the rich people took their 25% win while you're sitting here waiting for 100x. Think about it. If you change this mindset, I guarantee you'll be walking away with not only money, but more money out of the market in the next 6 to 12 months. We've got to change that mindset, because I guarantee you 90% of the market think this way, and 90% of the market is going to get ruined. So you do the maths. Okay, let's dive into some technical indicators that can help us find the top of the next bull run. TA is always good for showing you what's going on in the here and in the now. However, fundamental analysis is king in my opinion, and we will cover fundamental analysis in a sec. For TA, what I'm going to be looking for the bull run top is bullish price imbalance, but not only bullish price imbalance, I'm going to be looking for slanting prices off imbalance. I'm going to be looking for indications of rapid selling at the top of these price movements, or imbalance indicating that the mindset has switched and the institutions or smart money are looking to get out or reverse their orders. We can also look for decreasing strength in price pushes through indicators such as the RSI, and also keeping an eye on the volume of the asset. Typically, we see a peak in volume prior to a top, and then a quick shift to a lower bearish volume, or we start to see a lot more outflows, as represented by the small green volume bars or candles, and then followed by smaller red candles. The best thing you can really do in technical analysis, however, and with technical analysis, and no one will tell you this, is look for euphoria in the chart and through the data. Look for God candles, look for major imbalance, look for signs that tell you an asset or cryptocurrency will experience some heavy profit taking after a 20x move. Look for extreme greed on the fear and greed index. Using this, we can get an idea on what the price is doing, what the general mindset of the asset is, and also get a glimpse into what the mindset of the institutions are. This is done best through fundamental analysis, which we'll go into in just one sec. However, I just want to touch on greed one last time. Imagine if you were to say, for example, you're aiming to hit 100x off project A. I guarantee you two things. One, we don't know if this 100x is going to happen, and two, it probably won't happen. What if, like I said before, instead of targeting flat out 100x's, we target 10x's and target as many as we can? I guarantee that a lot of projects out there right now are going to 10x. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee it. So one piece of advice that I'm going to tell you right now, and this is financial advice, all right? Find a YouTuber that will actually give you financial advice. Cut the greed out of investing in crypto. Cut that shit out of the game. Rich people take their 25%, 50%, 100% gain and move on. They move on to the next play, then the next one, then they may take a break, then they may come back and do it all over again. Say, for example, if you bought Baby Pepe when I made the call, you would have had a 50x, but I guarantee if you saw that 50x, your brain may have wanted to actually hold on for that extra 100%, as money, and the money that we have now, is never enough until it's gone. Now let's dive into my favorite type of analysis and the best way to find the top in crypto, which is fundamental analysis. This includes identifying, factorizing, and taking into account all of the current macroeconomic factors around the world to essentially derive a bias, a mindset, and an objective on what is occurring or going on in the here and in the now, but also on the way zoomed out macro look. Yes, it is very possible to make enormous gains purely based off fundamental analysis. Research is fundamental analysis of a project. Identifying the fundamentals of a project is also fundamental analysis. Also, identifying why a general security market is moving at its entirety is FA as well. Let's say, for example, we're planning to get consecutive rate cuts. What I derive from this is that the market's mind is going to be something like, okay, rate cuts are coming. People expect everyone to have more money, so this will be priced into the market. We can expect a shift in bias coming up. This won't affect how much money is flowing in necessarily, however, it will trigger a shift in the general thinking and pricing of the current market, and also pricing in current and upcoming bullish events, because rate cuts are always seen as bullish in the crypto market, even though they don't really do anything. All right, it's just a good thing to have pushing us forward, and it's good that we can latch onto something like a rate cut to get the market going again. Another example is, okay, the Democratic Party at the current point in time is not pro-crypto. We are seeing a very strong correlation between the Democratic Party and anti-crypto regimes. Even though this isn't the case, it's just seen in the eyes of the market as this way. This is the only way we have to think about it, because it doesn't matter what everyone thinks about it, as long as the mind of the market sees it one way. That's all we have to know. So from this, we can assume that if Kamala wins, we're going to experience significant down pressure in the market, as people will be looking for alternatives to crypto, as it won't be necessarily as safe as it was. This is also a part of fundamental analysis. Like I said in the video, identifying these key events and these scenarios, all these potential catalysts early, is the biggest advantage over the market. But in saying that, fundamental analysis in my game is going to be different than fundamental analysis in your game, all right? I'm very risk prone. I play a lot more risky plays, all right? So fundamental analysis, this stuff is only really going to be relevant to my game, all right? You need to get the information and the stuff that is relevant to your game so that you can get the success, so that you can get in and out of the market like a pro. Once you get that strategy down packed, it just flows like water, right? It's literally like a liquid event, like it just keeps going. You just gotta train yourself to find the right information and start making the moves when the moves are meant to be made. The earlier you react, the more you make. A big fix for this is really getting a grip on what you need to follow, on who you need to follow, getting quality, unbiased news that is accurate, and ultimately bring everything together to derive a bias and a solution for your particular situation and for your particular question that you are asking. For a top, I'll be looking for a build up to something. I'll be looking for a major event, a certain psychological area, which is more technical analysis, but can be fundamentally analyzed. Also looking for breaking news such as war events and war strikes, or build up news to war events coming up. Also impacts on the economy such as mass inflation or rate hikes, and so much more. There is so much to analyze in the crypto game, but all we have to do is analyze what is relevant to us. So not everything in this video is going to be relevant to you, or there's stuff I may not have mentioned that is going to be relevant to you. You need to find out what you need to follow in order to make your game successful, but don't forget being an in and out mover and moving like the hedge funds and like the large institutions is going to give you the best possibility to make as much money as possible. But never go against the bias. As they say, never go long in a shorting market, because what is the point? There's no point buying as soon as we flip when you can get a buy that is 20, 30, 40% lower. We need to wait for those bottoms and wait for that shift in bias, which is a little bit harder to determine. But if, like now, we can see that shift in bias occurring, right, with these rate cuts and going into the election where we're seeing it looking like Trump's going to win, but may not necessarily happen, we're seeing the market prices in. You can literally see on the chart right there, the market is pricing this in, and this is going to be a good shift for crypto, because we've just come out of a consolidation, indecisive, bearish phase, and now we're shifting our market bias with those fundamentally analyzed components. The art of taking profit in crypto is really a combination of fundamental and technical analysis combined with a non-greedy mindset, an attentive eye for indications of a switching bias, but most importantly, common investing sense. Someone who is rational about how much money they want to make compared to their initial entry is 10 times more likely to make money than the person who wants to become a millionaire off $1,000. You need to come in level-headed and prepared to cut the bags when the time comes. My first bull run in 2020, 2021, I pulled out of the top of the bull run because I wasn't greedy about my gains. I didn't even know what bull runs were at the time, yet I still got out before the top because I was rational, and I look back on it now and I was like, that is how we have to win the game. and I look at what all the big mistakes in the crypto games are, in the crypto game is, and it's taking profit. And here is a very, very good solution to fixing that. Don't be greedy, be smart, take your money when you can, all right? Be prepared to cut the bags at any point in time as well, because don't forget the end of the bull run can happen like that. I hope you guys are doing well. I will see you in the next one.